I'm Melanie Grunlo at Homekey Portugal, and I'm going to give you an in-depth video tour of a blueberry farm. The farm is strategically located between Castelo Branco and Fundão and is north of the Lameirancha Dam. It has a total area of 2.4 hectares, whereof 1 hectare is planted with blueberries. Everything is set up for successful production, including support buildings and irrigation system. So come with me and let's have a look at this unique opportunity. The farm can be accessed by this dirt road. It's in excellent condition. It's only 230 meters from the main road, which goes right here. And on the other side of the main road is the Lameirancha Dam already. It's very close. The property is all fenced. And here we have an electric gate for the entrance. The property is connected to 3-phase electrics, which comes in right over there. Let's see, right over there. And at the start we already have some nice pine trees. Some of them are, the biggest one are around 30 years old. And on the left side we have the blueberry plantation. Well, we're right in the middle of the harvesting season, which is an excellent time for me to show the maturing blueberries and for me to taste them. Now let's have a look. Here are the first ones. This plantation has 3 types. In this beginning we have the Legacy. In the middle there's Duke. And in the end we have the type Aurora. Well, the Legacy is doing very well. It's actually the best plant, this farm, which is most resistant and also gives the most blueberries. That's a good starting point. Just going to show you a row. You can see these swells, and this is has of course organic product under it, and also the irrigation system. Okay, and then it has this cloth that prevents the weeds from coming through. Well, they're still coming through, but of course it is an extra layer of protection, and also for any infestations it's protected. There's no known infestation for blueberries at the moment, so it's quite safe, which is good. And I'm going to show you some here. I guess this plant is full of them. The blueberries in different stages. For example, they're very good, very sweet, and they're big as well. Look at the size. So we're looking here at plants of 5 to 7 years old. And we also, well, the 3 different types, but also some of them are differently pruned. The owner, he opted for a drastical pruning, which are all of those. Okay, and you can also choose for less drastical pruning, which are these. Okay, it's just a matter of how much you want to take from them. Look at these. These are really full. But of course it takes a lot of energy of the plant to produce so many. It's looking very good. This is Legacy and not so drastically pruned. if they're pruned drastically, like most of them, you could take 3,000 kilos a year. If they're not pruned drastically, it can go up to 10,000 kilos, so 10 tons. That means it's gonna have an average of 200 grams per twig. I'm gonna show you a twig. So this is already the twig for next year. So per twig you can take 200 grams. Well, you can already see how many there are. And an average of 4 kilos per plant. Okay. I can also tell you a little bit about the cost of production, which is of course an interesting thing to if you want to invest in such a farm. The cost of production is between 120 to 150 kilo, and currently you can sell to a wholesaler for €3 a kilo. So that wholesaler will put it on the market for the end consumer or export it, for example, to the Netherlands. You can also choose to sell it to the end consumer, for example using markets, and then it can go up to €7 a kilo, and that means you can easily sell it €7 a kilo. Because I've been looking on the internet and I've seen how much the supermarkets are selling the blueberries for at the moment. The Ocean has a promotion this week and it comes up to €9.96 a kilo, and the Continent is selling them for $14.95 a kilo. Well, this means that there's a bit of a difference in quality, but still it's a good value per kilo. Okay, let's have a look at this side here. This property has 3 boreholes, where one borehole is actually in use. The boreholes are 110 meters deep. That's the one that's in use at the moment. There's one borehole that has a depth of 135 meters, which is over there. And then the other one, which is just here, and that's 180 meters deep. Okay, so these 180 meters and 135 are not in use. The only one that's used for irrigation at the moment is the 110 one, which has a pump. This is a nice area of shade because of the pine trees. Then you can see the boundary going until there. Here we have an area of planted strawberry trees. We're coming right up. Here they are. And now let's have a look at the other type, the other quality, which is the Duke. The Duke Myrtille blueberry. Wow, these have so many So many matured ones. Oh, actually here the irrigation system working. Yes, it is working. I'll explain about the irrigation system a little bit later. Now I first want to taste some of these. They're a bit smaller than the others. And different taste. A little less sweet. But very tasty. Oh, I just had one that was less sweet now. And then the one was sweeter. It also depends a little bit of the stage of maturing, of course. Oh, but these plants are full. As you can see in the rows, there are some empty spots. It's normal with a plantation like this that some of them dry out, and then you can replant them with new ones. You can buy them at the moment around €3.50 each plant. And you can fill up the missing bits. So the irrigation system is set up in a way that you can also extend it. For example, here there's an end, so I think there's three, at least three of those alongside this line, so you can add more to it. And also from here you just have to find a tube here and make an extension to it. So you could extend the rows all the way over there. On the right side you have some other trees planted as well. There are many types actually on this property. Look like everything is growing here. We have a cherry tree over there. We have almond, lemon, lime, orange, goji as well, and cumquat. You know what cumquat is? I like it very much. Like a very, very small oval shaped looking orange, and you eat it with the peel and everything. There's also a kiwi over there. And this is pomegranate. It's kiwi. Oh, well, them blackberries, right? Also. Hello, how are you? This is a cherry tree. The cherry's already picked, by the looks of it. I tasted some of them last week. They're quite good. Yeah. And then on this side we arrived at the Aurora type. Let's have a look at those. These apparently come from England. They're imported from England, these plants. It's also full. As you can see, this still needs a few more weeks to mature. We have quite a bit on them. And on this side, these are already mature. So it also depends on how much fertilizing they get, how fast they mature. You can see the empty spots here a bit more. Looks like this is not a type that you would replant again. The owner is really convinced about the legacy, the first one we saw. So if you would replant them, it would be with legacy. He actually already has 2,000 of the legacy plants on order, because you have to reserve these plants, and they could be picked up in October, November this year. Now we arrived at the corner of the property where we have a 40,000 liter water tank. It sounds like it's actually being filled up, and it is, by the borehole. So this is an automatic fill system, and it stops when the buoy comes up to a certain level. And then from here the farm is irrigated. Oops. Here we have also a few Paulownias. And now we arrived at the building where the irrigation system is set up, and it's working, as you can hear. Alright, so these go out to the different rows. And this is probably where you put the fertilizer in. Here's the bags for fertilizing. And the whole electric system. I'm just gonna step out because I don't think you hear me very well. But basically this is also the time to fertilize. So basically the blueberry plants are fertilized when they're producing. We start fertilization from April, and it's like right until July. That's when they're producing, and use 1 bag of fertilizer every 10 days. And the rest of the summer, so the rest of July, August, September, maybe you just give them water without any fertilization. Now here we see the fence, the boundary. And now let's have a look at this building. This building is fully registered, made with project. Also the rest of the building, so they're all legal. Also even the water tank, the 40-liter water tank is legal. Alright. So this is intended for the farmer to stay. Okay. Oh, this is an ample space with a big fridge. The fridge can be moved. Okay, so this can be disassembled and moved. Difficult to see inside. This is the fridge. And it's all made with these panels. Okay, so they're insulated panels and metal beams as a structure. This wall is also insulated with rock wool, and also the ceiling. You can really tell that this is a nice and cool room. So this would be the bedroom. Here is the bathroom. And on this side, we still have another room. Not sure if I can enter like this. We'll see. It's all light material. It's easy to move. And here we have another division. It's a quite big area. All the measurements are on the property description, so you can have a look if it's suitable for you. Front we have a nice terrace with a shade created by this vine. Here on the side, you can also create some outside space. The building is connected to a septic tank. This septic tank has a capacity of 10,000 liters, which is equivalent for the usage of 10 persons. So that's quite big. And then it comes from the building into this box over here, and then right into the septic tank. And with the cover of this septic tank, we have within this building. So, this is the cover, and the tank itself has a bacterial decomposing system. Oh, this is a storage area for the tractor and other farming material. Next to here we have the dog houses, dog kennels. And for the grey wastewater, there's a drainage that goes from here at 1.5 meters deep, and it has a pipe of 300 millimeters of diameters, and that goes until where the pine trees are. The first pine tree here, that's where it ends. So that's for the grey wastewater. And underneath the building we still have some space, because initially it was the idea to build the house on this level, but then discovered there's a mine here, water mine, spring. So obviously it was not possible to build on here. Could have been, but then you would have to cover it and maybe you would have some damp issues. So this is the solution. It's built on pillars and the structure around, and the mine stayed as it is. However, it is drained. It has a drainage system. That pipe runs here. It runs here, and it's 2.5 meters deep. And it goes all the way under the blueberry plantation and ends at the end of the plantation. So that water is also taken care of. Well, I think we covered it all, actually. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of information, I know, but it's definitely worth a visit. It's very interesting, especially if you want to move to Portugal but you still would like to do something, a project. This is actually an ideal setup. Thank you for your time and interest. We're happy to answer any of your questions during a viewing, and you can also send your questions to properties@homekeyportugal.com.